Hey, this is Sasha. Thanks for joining me here for another video. What I want to do is share with you the upgrade cycle when it comes to buying another computer. You're probably using your computer for a lot of different things. Chances are you're trying to use it to run your business, go ahead and build your business, and periodically you will need to upgrade that computer. So I'm going to share with you when is the right approach when it comes to upgrading your computer. Of course, you could check out all the computer parts I use at backstageincome.com along with all the other tools. So let's check it out and get some insight on the upgrade cycle. Okay, so a lot of people, when they go ahead and purchase a computer, let's just say that this is a new computer, you're probably going to spend about $1,000. Now, this could be more, this could be less. Let's just, for conversation's sake, a computer costs about $1,000. Now, with time, just like anything else, just like a car, it's going to depreciate and sometimes not even worth anything after a certain period of time. If you remember those old CRT monitors, you know, the big box ones, where pretty much, you know, they tried to give them away after a while, after the LCDs came out, or the thinner displays. So anyway, normally when you look at getting a computer, you might say, hey, okay, well, I might keep this thing. This thing should be good for, you know, it's got more power than the people on that went to the moon. You might keep it for 11 years, 12 years. And it's true. If you had the same software on it, running the exact same programs, you might be able to keep it for a long, long period of time. The problem is the hardware costs, they need to be upgraded because the software keeps upgrading. So Windows keeps getting updates, viruses keep getting updates. So if you're installing new updates, new Microsoft Word, new other programs, then you're going to need to upgrade. So what's the important part is that you look at, hey, when is it that I'm starting to lose a lot of money to the point where I can't get anything? So here's kind of your graph and picture. And you have to also remember that the work, your production that you can do, just like this continues to decrease with time, your value or the amount you could sell it for, right? So if you're trying to sell it, remember that your output, the speed that you can do things, right? Like let's say auto renaming some files, let's say storage, let's say the quickness that the computer can process, which slows you down. I mean, it's microseconds, seconds at a time, but when you're doing thousands of tasks, you know, initially your output or time to do something, you know, might be pretty quick because you're keeping up to date, but over time that continues to slow down, and all of a sudden the time, so this is your speed, and the time it takes to do something, so this is the time it takes, starts to increase. So all of a sudden it goes kind of opposite of that, where it starts to take longer and longer to do the same tasks because the software gets loaded. You know, it's loaded with a lot of garbage in there. So what you're trying to do is, okay, when can I sell it for something? Whereas I'm getting something, but also keep, hey, my time reduction in the amount it takes to do tasks is still pretty good. So typically what I find is a 2-year cycle is pretty good. So every 2 years to maybe even 3 years, you want to do the upgrade. Once you start waiting to year 4, 5, and 6, the value of your computer becomes very, very small. When in fact, hey, year 3 and 4, you've gotten a lot of use out of it. And even if you got in a second-year computer and worked at year 2, 3, and 4, you still could kind of get rid of it by year 5 and still recoup a large chunk of it. Again, this depends if you're, you know, getting things secondhand, if you're getting them used, refurbished. So all those things play a role. But looking at your upgrade cycle, don't wait too long to, let's say if you're normally buying it brand new and then you wait to year 7, well, remember, you're working at a slow speed now. Okay, so your speed is super slow because it takes a lot longer. And you can't get that much for that computer, and eventually you have to pretty much throw it away. So it's much wiser to, hey, why don't I go ahead and go for selling it at year 4 or year 3, and now if I do that, well, I can sell it for some money, put it towards the new one, and I work a lot faster. So now you got 2 years that you're working a lot quicker. And that's the smarter approach when you look at really your upgrade cycle, because at least you could take the $400 maybe that you sell it. So let's say you pay $1,000 for a new computer. Maybe you sell it for $400. Okay, so you add another 600 and now you got yourself a brand new computer again. So it's worthwhile because of the speed and time it takes, along with you're able to get and recoup some of your money. Now, if you want to take a look at some of the computer parts and tools that I use, go ahead and check out our website at backstageincome.com. Then you could scroll down and see all the different tools and things that I use, and including some of the camera equipment. And here's some computer gear. I basically have desktop computers, not laptops, so custom built some of those things. And you could check all those out by seeing all the computer gear and parts and storage and you name it. It's all listed right there. All right, thank you so much for joining me in this video. Hope you found it helpful and insightful. Be sure to go ahead and check out some of the freebies that I also have on my website that you could download. Just go to the freebies section. You can get some of these PDFs and guides. Or if you just want to hang out on YouTube, then just go ahead and click the face icon right here. Anyways, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.